If you've ever had a dream, I know it's owning your own business, being able to decide when you go to bed and when you get out of bed, and also being able to control your time. These are some of the dreams that we all have as humans. The fact is, life is not actually fair. There are people who pay for the time of other people. So these other people sell their time in exchange for what is called wages and sometimes fixed salaries. In this video, I want to talk about one thing that might be neglected a lot of times by people, and that is strength of character. The one thing that makes you stand out among the crowd. Strength of character. Don't go away, and I'll be right back in a bit. Welcome back. My name is Monday Akimi, and every week I bring you videos that help you as you dream of navigating your way from a paid employment to becoming a self-employed or an entrepreneur. I try to help you develop those qualities that are needed. I try to help you shift your mind from that of an employed person to that of a self-employed or an entrepreneur. If this is your first time coming across my video, please subscribe to this channel, or if you're watching on Facebook, follow this page so you can have access to similar videos in the future. So in this video, I'll be talking about strength of character. Now, if you look at that phrase, strength of character, it's talking about having strong character. That's what it's basically talking about. And when you say strength of character, it's something inside a person. So it is an inner quality of a man or in a person that keeps that person going in the face of challenges and conflict. That strength of character keeps you going. It's strength of character that helps you to maintain focus. It's strength of character that helps you to maintain your inertia when challenges come. If you lack strength of character, then a lot of things are going to fall apart, either where you're working as an employed person, as an employee, or trying to build your own business, or even already running your business. Without strength of character, things are going to fall apart. So in this particular video, I'm going to point out a number of traits you can find in a person that has strength of character, a person that has good strength of character, or those traits that reflect strength of character in a person. And if you are missing out on any or all of these traits, then you will need to sit back and work on yourself. It's very important to develop that strength of character because it helps you to navigate your way through life. So the first trait you will see in the life of a person that has strong character or someone who has strength of character is integrity. And now, what is integrity? Integrity simply means being truthful, sincere, and straightforward. I'll put it in that simple way. Being sincere, truthful, and straightforward in the face of any form of challenges. So you need to have integrity as a person. Whether you're working somewhere or you're running your own business, if you lack integrity, it means your character has a question mark And if your character has a question mark, it's going to make things fall apart, no matter what it is you're doing or building. So integrity is key in the life of every person, and it's one thing that reflects strength of character in a person. Then the second trait I'm going to mention that reflects strength of character in a person is courage. Now, courage is that thing in you that keeps you going, that helps you to look beyond discouragement, that helps you to look beyond challenges, whatever it is you're trying to build. It doesn't matter what you're building, it doesn't matter what you're working on. If you are an employee, if you are a self-employed, if you are an entrepreneur, you need courage to be able to navigate the challenges that might come. As an employee, there are challenges that will come. As a self-employed, there are challenges that will come. As an entrepreneur, there are challenges that will come. What keeps you going in the face of these challenges is courage. The courage to move on. The courage to remain focused. The courage to shun discouragement. You need that trait in you. And this trait reflects strength of character. Now, another trait that is similar to courage is what we call perseverance. Now, if you are someone who can persevere, it simply means that when challenges come, you do not allow those challenges to overwhelm you. That is, you keep going. You don't allow those challenges to get you discouraged on what you're trying to build. So, perseverance is a trait in a man that keeps the man going when challenges come. You continue to press on. You continue to press on. You put your mind on the onward mark. The onward mark is talking about the goal that is ahead of you. So when you are someone who perseveres, your focus is on the end goal. Your focus is on the vision. So you don't allow anything whatsoever to thwart your mission. Your mission is to keep going, doing everything possible to achieve the vision ahead of you. And as someone who has strength of character, that trait of perseverance helps you to keep your focus on the vision. It is that vision that drives you and ensures that you continue to persevere. So if you lack perseverance, then you have a flaw when it comes to strength of character. Now, another trait that you will see in a person who has strength of character is self-discipline. Self-discipline. Now, if you are not able to conquer yourself, then you will find it difficult to conquer other people. Now, one of the primary things you must set out to achieve is to conquer self. Stop seeing yourself as being better than everybody. You must be able to conquer self, and that is what will help you to be able to move and achieve what you need to achieve. So self-discipline is that trait that helps you to put yourself in check. Self-discipline helps you to think before you speak. Self-discipline helps you to calculate before you take certain steps or actions. Self-discipline is very important, and it's a trait that reflects strength of character. And as an employee, you need to be self-disciplined. Your self-discipline helps you to communicate effectively with customers of the organization that you work with. Your self-discipline helps you to see that business where you work as your own personal business. It's this self-discipline that will help you to move from being an employee to a self-employed. So self-discipline is a very important trait, and it reflects a good strength of character. All right. Now, another trait in a man who has strength of character is humility. humility. Now, it's humility that pushes you to take responsibility for your actions. If you are someone who is fond of making excuses for every error, then you lack humility. When a man of humility makes a mistake, he admits the mistake and take responsibility. That is a sign of humility. If you are a person who likes apportioning blames, it means you lack humility. And a person who lacks humility can never be accountable for anything. He looks for excuses all the time why a particular mistake was committed by him. So, are you an employee? You must be humble. Trying to navigate to becoming a self-employed, you must be humble. Are you already self-employed and you're working towards success? Humility is key. An entrepreneur, humility is key. It's a trait that must not be missing in the life of every man. So if you lack humility, this is the time you begin to work on yourself in that area and see how you develop that trait of humility. Another trait that is important in the life of a man who has strength of character is compassion. Compassion. Now, when you have compassion, then you consider how people feel before you take certain action. That is compassion. That is, you always put yourself in people's shoes. You feel the pains of others. It means you have compassion. So if you are an employee working in an organization, if you have compassion, then you do everything within your power to ensure that that particular business succeeds. Now, it is this same trait that you will display when you start building your own business, either as a side hustle or a full self-employed or a complete entrepreneur. This particular trait of compassion will help you to go far because you ensure that the people who work with you do not feel used, do not feel oppressed. You ensure they don't feel that they are being taken advantage of. That is what compassion does. And when you apply compassion while you're working at building your business, you will find your business growing from one stage to another stage. So compassion is very, very important. Then lastly, the traits I'm going to mention, and this is very important, is accountability. A man who has strength of character is accountable. Firstly, he is accountable to himself, and then secondly, he is accountable to the people around him. He doesn't see himself as an island, so he is accountable to both the people around him and to himself. So accountability is a strong trait in the life of a man that reflects strength of character. So no matter what you do, you must ensure that you are accountable to yourself and to the people around you. And ultimately, you must be accountable to the business you're trying to build, or you have to be accountable to the organization you're working with as an employee. If you lack accountability, you cannot run a business. You need to keep this in mind. If you lack accountability, you cannot run a business. So if this video speaks to you, or if you've found out that you are missing out on any of these 7 traits I have mentioned in this video, I would like you to sit down and begin to work on yourself, because you cannot reach your goal if you have a flaw in character. If you found this useful, please do well to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And don't forget to share this video with those in your circle. Till I see you in my next video, stay blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.